HOA Karen kept driving through my ranch gate, so I installed steel bollards she can't pass. My name is Jack Harlan, and I've lived on this 200-acre ranch in rural Texas my whole life. It was my grandfather's, then my father's, and now it's mine. The land borders a fancy suburban development called Willow Creek Estates, complete with manicured lawns, identical McMansions, and, of course, an overzealous homeowners association. My ranch isn't part of their HOA. It's been here decades longer, zoned agricultural, with no restrictions from their little rule book. But that never stopped their president, Karen Whitaker, from thinking she owned the world. It started about 2 years ago. Willow Creek's main road loops around, but there's a dirt service road that cuts straight across the edge of my property, an old ranch access path from before the subdivision was built. It connects to my front gate, a simple cattle gate I keep chained but not always locked during the day when I'm working the fields. Karen discovered it shaved 3 minutes off her commute to the country club or wherever entitled busybodies like her go. The first time, I saw tire tracks in the mud leading through my gate. I figured it was a lost delivery driver. The second time, I caught a glimpse of a white Lexus SUV speeding away. By the third, I was waiting with my shotgun slung over my shoulder, not loaded just for show, and there she was, Karen, perfectly coiffed hair, designer sunglasses, blasting through my gate like she owned the deed. I stepped out and waved her down. "Ma'am, this is private property. You're trespassing." She rolled down her window just enough to sneer. "Oh, please. This is a public shortcut. Everyone uses it. Your gate's always open anyway." "It's my gate on my land," I said calmly. "Stay off it." She huffed, called me a rude cowboy, and peeled out, flinging gravel onto my pasture. I installed a lock and chain that day. Posted no trespassing signs every 10 feet along the fence line. Even put up a camera. Didn't matter. Karen started ramming the chain with her bumper until it snapped, or she'd get out and unhook it herself. My camera caught her multiple times, red-faced, muttering about backward hillbillies as she drove through. She tore up my grass, spooked my cattle, and once nearly hit my border collie, Max. I called the sheriff. He came out, watched the footage, and shook his head. "Trespassing's clear as day, Jack. But she's claiming it's an easement because neighbors have used it informally for years. Without a survey proving otherwise, it's civil. Sue her if you want, but that'll take months." Months I didn't have, with calving season coming. I tried talking to the HOA board. Karen was the president. Naturally. She sent me a certified letter accusing me of obstructing community access and threatening fines if I didn't maintain the gate properly for shared use. Shared use? My ass. I lawyered up, had a proper land survey done. Cost me a pretty penny, but confirmed. The path was 100% on my property. No easement recorded. No prescriptive rights established because I'd actively blocked it before any continuous use claim could stick. The lawyer sent Karen and the HOA a cease-and-desist. She responded by doubling down, driving through even more aggressively. Her bumper had scratches from my chain. My gate was bent. Enough was enough. I wasn't going to let the suburban princess bully me off my own land. I spent a weekend planning. Called up a buddy who does commercial security installs. We ordered heavy-duty steel bollards. Those thick, concrete-filled posts designed to stop trucks. 6 of them. Painted a rusted brown to blend with the fence, but unbreakable. One Friday night, after Karen's usual evening drive-through, camera caught her at 7:15 p.m. sharp. We got to work. Dug deep holes just inside my gate, poured concrete footings, and set the bollards in a staggered row. They formed an impenetrable barrier, wide enough for me to drive my tractor or horseback through on the sides, but no way a car could squeeze between without totaling itself. I left the old gate standing for looks, chain open like always, to lure her in. Monday morning, I sat on my porch with coffee, waiting. Right on schedule, 6:45 a.m. Here comes a white Lexus, speeding like she owns a highway. Karen didn't even slow down. She aimed straight for the open gate, probably smirking about how she'd shown that old rancher. Then crunch. Her front bumper met the first bollard at 30 miles per hour. Airbags deployed. Radiator hissed steam. The Lexus wedged between 2 posts like a pinned insect had crumpled wheels spinning uselessly. I walked over casually as she stumbled out, screaming into her phone. This lunatic installed spikes. He tried to kill me. Ma'am, I said, tipping my hat, those are bollards on my private property. You trespassed again. The sheriff arrived quick. I called him preemptively with the new camera footage. He took one look, chuckled, and cited her for trespassing, reckless driving, and property damage to her own car. Tow truck hauled the Lexus away. Repair bill was north of $15,000. Karen tried suing me for booby-trapping my land. Judge threw it out in 10 minutes. Mr. Harlan has a right to secure his property against repeated trespassers. Case dismissed. She had to pay court costs. The HOA backed off after that. No more letters, no more complaints. Karen resigned as president. Rumor is her husband made her after the embarrassment hit the neighborhood newsletter. Some residents even apologized to me privately, saying they'd never liked her shortcuts either. Now my gate's peaceful. Cattle graze without diesel fumes. Max chases rabbits unbothered. And those bollards? They stand tall, a silent reminder. This is Harlan land, and nobody drives through without my say-so. Sometimes, late at night, I swear I hear a distant engine revving in frustration, stuck going a long way around. Makes me smile every time.